The year is 2020. The COVID-19 pandemic has just taken the world by storm. Human connection is being destroyed. So I decided to make a solution.
Now I'm a little motivated.
When I began this project, I wanted to help those with lack of motivation find purpose, because without motivation, life can begin to feel like a chore of day-to-day tasks. I have a large amount of personal experience with this issue, which is why it is so important to me.
Pathetic.
To better find the main problem, I had individuals record causes of their lack of motivation throughout the day. I found that there were simply too many causes, and I would need to focus on one part of the problem if I wanted to get a solution made in any sort of reasonable amount of time. Through my root cause analysis and ecosystem map, I learned about multiple causes and decided I would attempt to innovate an existing solution rather than make an entirely new idea. I decided to focus on therapy since there is a large amount of people who struggle with lack of motivation that never get the help they need, and innovating the therapy system would greatly help people who need therapy actually get it. This eventually led me to outlining an idea for a malleable VR environment that a therapist and patient can design together in order to create the illusion of physical connection through a shared virtual space. I designed a low-fidelity prototype to mimic the illusion of the application, since the user is able to quickly switch between environments just by turning the box.
But in the end, a cardboard box is only made of paper. Handle it with care, or it won't be of much use to you.
To test the interaction between the product and user, I had users trial this prototype. Afterward, they gave feedback on what to change. These changes included adding a testing phase so the patient can use it solo, more of an auditory experience, and giving the therapist more control since they are the professional one out of the two. From here, I decided to make a high-fidelity prototype using a design program called Neos. Neos is a VR sandbox world-building application that allows me to create a visual representation of my vision for my product. Welcome to the VR environment I have created to reflect what I find therapeutic. As you can see, the environment theme I chose was space. Due to user feedback, I had originally intended to make the theme beach, but I lack the assets in Neos to properly implement that idea. Through the design tools, I was able to create multiple therapeutic objects within this world that are personalized to me and what I enjoy, since the idea is to create an environment designed for the user. I even managed to insert a fully functioning chessboard to help take the patient's mind off their problems while speaking to the therapist, since I know that that would definitely help me talk through my issues. If you want to see a full demonstration of everything this environment has to offer, I have put a link in the description below where you can find my portfolio, in which you'll be able to watch a full demonstration from my flip page. To wrap up, I just want to go over a few skills I learned throughout this whole process. They would be VR implementation, innovative thinking to design my product, and website design to create my portfolio on which I showcase my entire process of making this project. As for the STEM skills I learned throughout this process, they would include video production, writing, and graphic design. And I used leadership in this process by taking the initiative to gain the skills I needed through contacting teachers and fellow students, as well as conducting interviews to gain information about what I wanted my product to end up being. Finally, I would like to give thanks to everyone who helped me through this process. So thank you to Soam Darji and Nicole Varrato for allowing me to record their interviews, Jeffrey Karana and William Metcalf for advising me on the technological parts of my project, and Kathleen Metcalf for helping me through the entire process and everything else that came with it.